Lance, you were the one that shoved my head in the urinal. Thank you.
Tell you what.
This man confronted his bully 35 years later, and he got a disgusting response.
I got the 45 out of my father's drawer and put it in my mouth. Because at this point, I had nobody in the school system to help me.
It all happened when Greg Barrett, a former student at the school, attended the board meeting at his old school and came face to face with his bully, board superintendent Lance Hint.
I graduated from KSD in 1983. I started in 1975 with Mr. Lance. My legal name is Greg Gay. I was bullied, unbelievably bullied. I started out and I had teachers that bullied me. I had kids that bullied me.
Greg's school life had not been what he imagined. Facing constant bullying by his classmates and teachers, he couldn't walk peacefully through the halls. Not even the principal of the school gave him solutions.
I walked out of the lunchroom, walked straight to the principal's office, and he told me, "These kids will grow up someday. They won't always be like this."
But now Greg had the opportunity to expose his bully.
Lance, you were the one that shoved my head in the urinal. Thank you.
Tell you what.
Want to debate it? Because I got witnesses that were there when it happened.
Lance Hint was the superintendent of the Houston area, and he had been the one who had mercilessly pushed Greg's head into the urinal during lunchtime over 35 years ago.
I had my head shoved in the urinal where it busted my lip. I had laid on the ground in a fetal position as the kids kicked me.
Aquí hay un proceso de incubación, ¿sí? Respecto de una emoción que, como dije en el momento, de resentimiento hacia una circunstancia, una condición o una persona. Y la emoción resentimiento no es solo sensación, sino contiene pensamiento. Yo tengo ideas y fundamentos respecto de esa emoción que tengo, de ese estado, una condición, donde yo pienso en esa persona y tengo fundamento de por qué odio a esa persona, o por qué yo necesito que esa persona sufra lo mismo que yo sufro.
The story told by the victim was very raw, but he wasn't thinking of ruining Hint's reputation. Instead, his intention was to once again raise an issue that continues to bring so many problems to schools around the world.
What a better person to fix the problem than a person that was the problem.
However, Greg's confession ended up meaning a complete change in Lance Hint's career. After the revelation of his past life as a school bully, he would ultimately leave his post as superintendent of the area.
Effective January 1st, 2019, I will resign and retire as superintendent of Katy ISD.
Hint's story wouldn't end well at all, because Greg Gay's confession was merely the first that led to the then superintendent to be accused of constant abuse during his time at the school.
When he got out of the car, he was mad and violent. The last thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital.
The accusations were very serious, and that's why finally Lance Hint decided to leave his position, but not without first saying a few words that were far from an apology.
Ultimately, I'll be judged by one person.
Yes, yes.
And that is
Yes.
God, my Lord and Savior.
Bullying has become a very important issue in schools around the world. And just as Greg has suffered this, thousands of children continue to suffer bullying every day, leaving marks that can last for their entire lives.